music. Our guest today is a vocalist and a bass player. He was born in Kingston, Jamaica on May 26, 1949. In the late 60s, he performed with the Invincibles, whose band members included Ansel Collins, Sly Dunbar, Ranchi McLean. Before teaming up with Wenford Vernal in the Termites in 1967, they recorded their first single, Have Mercy, Mr. Percy, and then an album, Do the Rock Steady, for Cox and Dodd's Studio One label. After recording Rub Up Push Up for the Damper label, and Vernal and this person split up. He then briefly joined the Techniques as a replacement for Pat Kelly, recording tracks such as Say You Love Me before embarking on a solo career and later starting his own label. His second single was a classic, Slavin', a moving song that is about the struggles of the working man. And this man has indeed been a working man. As a solo artist, he recorded a number of songs for Prince Tony Robinson, including The Trenchtown Girl and You Don't Care. Some of his best-known solo hits includes one of my favorite, Officially, which I plan to do some backup on here tonight, Girl in the Morning, and Baby Hang Up the Phone. Who are we talking about? Well, when you go to reggae shows and they say showtime, it means that this band begins to play, and the leader of this band.
Put your hands together for Mr. Lloyd Parks and the We the People Band.
Is the Honorable Lloyd Parks, OD. Welcome to Caribbean Lifestyle, my brother.
Thank you.
You know, I grew up listening to your music.
Yeah.
I go to concerts, and like I said, you know the show starts when Lloyd Park and We the People Band come on stage.
Thank you.
And I must say that on behalf of the management and staff here at Caribbean Lifestyle TV, we're indeed privileged and honored to have you as our special guest in this program. And I know that the viewers out there, you know, they grew up on your music. And like I said, I plan to audition for the next rendition of Officially, all right? I'll be doing backup, though.
It will be my pleasure.
All right, so thank you very much. But Lloyd, first of all, you have been blessed with many accolades because you have been in the business for many years. How did it all start?
Well, I started as a guitarist, as a singer, pardon me. You know, and when I teamed up with Wentworth Vernon, he was the one who taught me the 3 first chords on the guitar, right? And I said to myself, no man, I have to improve on this stuff. You know, and I fought my way, and I practiced and I practiced, and I say I want to be like Ernie Wranglin, I want to be like Lloyd Brevet, and I just practice and excel.
That was it?
Yeah, well, that's how I really started, you know, and I was a singer as well, so it was a double career. But after making all these songs and Officially, I found out that I really love the bass guitar, you know? So I kind of brush and put the singing aside, right? It works, you know? Today, I'm really considering to start my vocal career again because whenever I go all around the world, people really wanted to hear me sing. Some of these songs that I really thought was just like simple stuff became like Mark.
Oh yes.
You know?
Oh yes.
I went to New Zealand the other day, and when I went down there, they were playing songs like Slaving. And these guys could tell me where the song was mixed, where it was recorded. It was amazing. You know, so I said to myself, you know, I really have to start the singing career again.
But you know, you have, you know, played with many icons, and you're an icon yourself for as far as we are concerned.
Yes.
And I think the world recognizes that. And, you know, I would venture to say that anyone who is anyone in reggae music at some point or another, their careers, We the People Band.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Fair statement?
From the Shabba Ranks to the Beanie Man to the Bounty Killer to the Super Cat, even Bob Marley at one time, Dennis Brown, Freddie McGregor, Barry Salmon, everybody, everyone. Opportunity of working with them, backing them on stage.
Your band, We the People, have transcended and have outlived many. And some will even venture to say that Lloyd Parks and We the People Band represents a genre that probably you don't find them making them like that anymore. But you continue to once again re-engineer yourself and remain current while representing a legacy.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Well, you see, I tell myself, if I'm not going to do something, I do it to the best of my ability and be professional. I'm not going to do it, you know. And so I try to be a cornerstone at all time. Because at one point, I almost gave up because it's not an easy road, you know, to be able to understand each and every musician. You have like 10 musicians around you, and they have different tendencies, and you have to keep it together, you know. And sometimes it was really unbearable. But at one point, I said to myself, well, if I drop this thing, who's going to take it up?
There you go. But let me ask this, though. Your inner strengths, because there has to be some strength there for that.
Yes.
Where does it come from? Where's your conviction? What is your belief structure here? What keeps you going?
At first, the love for the music. The love for the music. I can't do anything else but music. I mean, I just cannot stop. I can't stop, you know? Mm-hmm. So that is even a part of it that build up the strength, you know? And when I look back, Lloyd Parks and We the People Band is like an institution. Because when I look at all the great musicians like Dean Fraser, passes through, so many I could name,
yes,
you know? And everybody passed through We the People, and they're just, I mean, come out to be icons as well, you know?
And the relationship still exists.
Still exists.
And that's the important
because
thing,
even,
you know.
even at the show that we did Sunday night,
yes,
that horn section is like six guys playing horns, and they were all We the People Band, you know? And it's really a wonderful feeling to know that they had left my band, joined a band called 809,
yes,
and
yes.
back.
There's
you know?
something there.
Back to basic.
Back to basic.
You know?
But not only basic, no,
Yeah.
but taking to another level.
Another level. And for example, the show that was done, Sunday, October the 14th at the Brooklyn Academy.
Yeah, Brooklyn College, yes.
Yeah, it was first done in London with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. And I look at it as a peak of my career. Because when I look at myself, I mean, with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, and I mean,
in London.
And we would start to kick the reggae music. They start to dance with the violin, you know? I mean, it was such a wonderful feeling, memorable, and I'll always remember that concert. But for me, I really want to keep the music. I want to modify it. I want to take it to a different level. You
keep
know?
re-engineering it.
Right,
yes,
you know?
yes.
And that is why that show, even at Sunday night, I enjoyed it so much that the pay wasn't even important as to know that the event was very important to me.
Because you see, these are legacies, you know. These are, you know, at some point our children will reading about this, you know.
Yeah.
This goes down in the annals of history.
Definitely.
You know, and some people understand that sometimes not the payday here.
No.
Is a legacy that you leave for the history.
The legacy.
Brothers and sisters, you know.
And it seemed like some of these people was aware of what we were doing because I was awarded. I get about 3 different awards at the show.
I'm going to come to that. You know, well, you see, because you see, I think we are now in an environment where recognition by people in positions of power is now coming due because the people make it happen that way. And, you know, we're watching Caribbean Lifestyle TV. We're going to take a break. Our special guest is Lloyd Parks, and we're going to take you out to the session because, Lloyd, I tell you already, I want you to take us out a cappella with Official. let me hear. Give me a tune on Official as we take out this segment. Go on.
But if you want to be my queen, you've got to be officially